dragsters and has owned them for years. He also now races dragsters. This is like an article I just found from April of this year saying that he's now going to get in the car. He has a, what is this, a Camaro, I think he has? Yeah. He has a Camaro dragster that he's a 69 Chevrolet Camaro that he's going to, that he runs.
It's amazing what people get into after they're done playing. Well, and I'm pretty sure he probably built it himself because it's not like he didn't have enough money to do it.
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, that's how, like, a lot of people get into that hobby. They like to, they like cars, like to build things. They like to, get involved in that side of it. But he's actually in it to race it, too. So, like, if it goes wrong.
I would love to see that.
Oh, how do you get in and out of I mean, I'm saying this as a large man who struggles to get into places and things that are not meant from people my size. Fletcher Cox is obviously a better athlete than I've ever been. He's also a very large man as well. I'm saying I can understand his struggle. He's taller than me also. So I'm just
as big as he is, he's putting weight on the car though. So
there's that too.
Yeah.
That's what they actually that's what they weigh. They measure like how much you weigh, and then they add that into if the car has to be X number of pounds to be a legal weight. They try to get the car so far under it that then when the guy gets in the car, they can put the rest of the weight around to make it up so they can put it where they want. So I'm saying, like, if you're a fat race car driver, they don't have as much of that ballast weight to play with. But if you're a really skinny guy, they can put a whole bunch of weight in there to get it up to the right weight. So that's why all the race car drivers are skinny usually, because they want to have all the regulations and rules so they can cheat, basically.
I mean, hey, they say if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
That's exactly right. That's an auto racing thing. Bengals with Trey Hendrickson. I saw this update from Jeremy Fowler, writes for ESPN. Says they are still in a stalemate as of right now. Sides really haven't talked much in the last few weeks. But here are some of the things that are going on that make me wonder if something might be a little on the horizon. I'm not trying to give Bengals fans false hope, but so Geno Stone took a pay cut. And when he was asked about it, he said, well, I hope this helps us get Trey. So, like, he seems to be under the impression that I think he took like $1.5 million this year. They restructured his deal. So that's not going to fix the problem just by itself.
No,
right?
$1.5 million is chump change compared to what he wants.
Zach Moss also took a pay cut last week. It was another similar type of deal where he took like $1 million, $1.5 million, moved it around. So they have a little bit more on the cap. But then they're going to cut Jermaine Pratt, right? They've drafted a couple linebackers.
Yeah.
That's the plan there. They're already $26 million under the cap this year. Before those moves I mentioned, and whenever that happens, I'm just saying, like, there's enough room there to possibly see a pathway where.
What is this? Has he came out and said how long of an extension he wants?
I don't know. I presume it's not about the year-over-year thing. It's about the length of time, the guarantees. That's usually what this stuff is. But I just don't know how he's at a point where all sides, everybody who's reported on this says he sounds pretty serious. Remember the Bengals said, you can go out and find a trade. He then apparently went and looked and didn't like what he saw out there, or at least there wasn't anything that came to the table that before the draft they told him he could go look for a trade, and nothing came back that was enticing enough for everyone to get to the table and make this move. So Jeremy Fowler's reporting that he seems pretty dug in and he believes he will not show up. OTAs I think started yesterday, or the optional, what is that? I forget the term.
The workouts.
Yeah, the optional workouts. Those started yesterday. I mean, Joe Burrow also wasn't there because he was at the Met Gala. But, that there's a reason for that. That makes, he's Joe Burrow. This situation, though, we know why Trey Hendrickson's not showing up, because he probably will continue to do that during the mandatory stuff, too, unless something changes.
He'll be there probably. I don't see him sitting out like NFL games. That's when they give her like all this other missing camp and all. That don't really bother me, because especially when you're 31 years old, like, you ain't trying to do that anyway. So it's just an excuse to not do that anyway.
And all the fines get waived if you sign.
Yeah, so when you talk about the regular season, week 1, if he don't show up for that, like, all right, you mean you leaving money on the table now.
I do feel like with the Bengals, I'm in a weird place. I'm not a Bengals fan, obviously, but I'm just watching it from afar as someone observing. Like, I don't know that I would call them cheap, clearly, because they've given a ton of money away the last few years to guys like Joe Burrow, your wide receivers, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, both got paid. Mm-hmm. They're paying guys, But Trey Hendrickson has been one of your most key players that you have to have. And I just feel like, I mean,
but he's 31 though.
Yeah,
like that,
I know. And you have a defense that it wasn't exactly stellar last year. So you need to fix that defense in more ways than one. And if you put all the money into him, but also I get it. Like if you're a Bengals fan, you say, how are we not re-signing this guy who's had a tremendous last couple of years?
Excuse me, he's 30. He'll be 31 in December. But this is the thing. Like if you go look at just other defense ends, you go look at all the top DNs that ever played the game. After 30, it went downhill. Like it would that. So I understand why Cincinnati don't want to pay him because we got you under contract this year, and after that, we probably done with you anyways. And if the dude that they drafted, Shamar Stewart, if he decides to get sacks instead of just pressures, then they really would tell Trey Hendrickson goodbye. So I feel like as bad as this is, I don't see. The only thing I can see him getting is 1 or 2 year of an extension, but if I was Cincinnati, I wouldn't go no further than that.
Yeah, we'll find out. It's just something we're going to be keeping an eye on for the next probably few months because I don't feel like this gets resolved. I could be wrong. I don't feel this gets resolved until August at the earliest.
He go out there and get 17 and a half sacks again this year. Then all right, we can talk about something.
Yeah, but what if he doesn't? What if he does dig in enough to say, I'm not playing? I just won't play.
He's not going to do that.
I wouldn't think so. You're 31 years old. You're on the last year of your deal. I would think you couldn't afford to do that.
Hear me and hear me good. Le'Veon Bell is the only person that ever will do that ever again. That's it. He did it. Everybody seen what his career was, and they said never again.
Yeah.
Nobody is missing no games. They not leaving. That's too much money that you just going to be like, I'm forfeiting that money. No. I know.
That's
your mother is gonna make you go out there on that Sunday to get that check. You crazy.
By the way, the Ohio Department of Transportation tweeted out this video, and I reposted it at Degenerate T-Bone on Twitter. It's a video of a person yet again stopping traffic in the middle of a freeway. I can't tell where this is. I've seen some people say it was 71 and like Weber Road. It might be that's where it was. I can't recognize it off the top of my head, but wherever this was this week after we already had the red minivan one that came out last week. Columbus drivers, we have to have a conversation. Like, I know it's not all of you. It's the majority of you. It's not happening, but we have now video 2 times in a week of a car doing this in broad daylight. How many times is this happening where they didn't catch it on video, where it caught on video, no one found it and reposted it? Like, if this is happening twice in a week that people are finding this video, this may be happening every day, multiple times a day, all around the city. I don't understand what's going on.
I don't get it. It seems like at this point it's like a planned thing. Maybe they like, this is what we're going to do. It's 2 groups of people. The first group is going to just stop randomly.
Okay.
And then the person that's behind them is the friend, and they want to get rear-ended so they can get some money. How about that?
Okay. So why wouldn't they just
people are just desperate for money now?
Teddy, cut this one up. Why wouldn't they just rear end each other?
Because then now the friends got to pay the friend.
Yes, right. I understand.
The friend got to.
I don't know how to say that any other way.
Rear end each other.
I'm just saying. I mean, if that's you're trying to play this insurance fraud game, why not do that somewhere that's not on the freeway? Don't do insurance fraud. It's all bad.
In this video, somebody ended up getting rear-ended, didn't they?
They did.
All right. That's the friend. They said, yes. And then after that happened, the car, magically, it was fixed, and it got right off the highway. I think it's a planned attack.
Wow. That's, you know what?
Mastermind.
My brain isn't big enough. I wasn't thinking of that.
You got to think like a criminal sometimes.
I guess so. I guess I got to think more about this. Browns are getting a new helmet. This is, in the NFL circles, you get a new helmet. That's a big deal. So we're going to talk about it. I don't know what it's going to look like, but we'll tell you what we do know about it next. It is T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 5-minute delay due to an accident that's blocking the right lane on southbound 71 on the north side after East Broad Street. It will be stop and go from 670. And there's slower traffic on northbound 270 on the west outer belt between Tuttle Crossing Boulevard and 33. This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Stanley spent his life in the saddle, wrangling whatever life threw at him. But nothing prepared him for the fight against low T and ED. Shane practically hunched him over. Bonbon pills just gave him a headache. He begged for a lifeline.
Well, maybe it's over.
Columbus Men's Clinic said no. Medical conditions, old age, there's hope. This is about real treatments. Science, not one-size-fits-all guesswork. Columbus Men's Clinic was designed for men who hate going to the doctor. Personalized plans, cutting-edge treatments, overseen by an actual medical provider that takes the time to listen. With low T and ED treatments others only dream about, we fight like hell to get you back in the saddle. Because every second you wait, your condition could worsen. Act now. Don't let time slip away. Dial 614-300-7400 or go to columbusmensclinic.com. Your consultation is only $99, including blood work. And you'll know your T level before you leave. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Did you ask about Pick 3 from the Ohio Lottery? Okay, Pick 3 is a daily draw game where you pick 3 individual numbers between 0 and 9 that can be played straight, where numbers must be drawn in an exact order or boxed where they can be drawn in any order. You can win hundreds, and wagers start at only 50 cents. Want to learn more? Okay, go to OhioLottery.com or the Ohio Lottery app. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teams require a lot of speed. Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming. Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
Sometimes I hear a sparkling sound.
Like when we say, all you have to do is point?
There it is.
That's the sound of magic happening.
Magic like we can come the day you call us? Wow.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Newman Roofing, as part of their 2025 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to partner with 10 TV and The Fan to launch Raise the Roof, honoring local heroes. This week, we salute U.S. Navy veteran Ronald Jordan. For over 25 years, Ronald has served our country and community, flying critical missions, protecting top officials, and keeping our streets safe as a Springfield police officer and homicide detective. With retirement around the corner, he's looking forward to traveling with his wife. Thank you, Ronald, for a lifetime of service.
When life is on hold due to a painful injury or condition, every day counts. Start the path to recovery now with Central Ohio's most trusted team of orthopedic experts. Start with orthopedic1.com.
Much like a vampire, we need to be invited into your house. But once we're in, we never leave. Listen to The Fan on your Alexa or Google Home smart speaker. Just say play 97.1 The Fan and prepare to be amazed. Do it now.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. This month of May is a fantastic time to win at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Win a pair of tickets to the Memorial Tournament by visiting at Hollywood Columbus on social media and follow the steps for a chance to win. You've got a chance every Tuesday for second chance drawings. You can cash it on your losing wagers. 5 winners every Tuesday get $100 pen cash. Plus, all you can eat ribs Tuesdays and Thursdays in May, only at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook inside Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Working your way through that honey-do list? That means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing and drain cleanings and repairs and all your heating and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your furnace or air conditioner. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain cleaning? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing issues? Call the Waterworks. Furnace repairs? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted neighborhood plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
The Fan Poll is brought to you by Caster Connection. Visit CasterConnection.com to shop online or to work with our Caster Solution Specialists.
Yes, we tried unplugging and then plugging them back in. It didn't help. This is Man and Bone.
T-Bone and Tyvis. You can follow us on Twitter. The new Twitter handle is Bone and Tyvis 971. The new show starts on Monday. We won't be on it this time, though. We're still working out how early we're getting up.
How is that going for you? You doing the 15-minute increments?
I've been up about 12 and a half hours. I woke up at 4:15 today.
Okay.
So I'm trying it to see.
Have you napped?
Not today. I mean, I'm working.
But you will be napping.
Oh, when I get home, it's going to be I'm glad like the Cavs aren't playing tonight because I'm just probably hit the bed at I'm probably going to fall asleep and then wake up, then be up late again, which I got to
see. That's why I don't take naps right there. Because if I take a nap, then I ain't going to go to sleep at the time I'm supposed to go to sleep.
I'm going to take a nap when we get to the new schedule, I think, because I'm going to get home and have worked like a whole day and it'll be 11 o'clock and I'll say, all right, I feel a little tired. I'll take a 2-hour nap if I can.
2 hours?
I'm going to try.
26 minutes.
Why 26? Why?
It's the perfect nap. It's the perfect nap time.
Please explain why 26
it's
minutes.
Science.
What's the science?
If they said if you got to do 26 minutes, anything after that, if you're not going to do 26 minutes, you have to do 2 hours.
Okay. Then I'll do 2 hours.
That's sad.
What I just said.
You're missing out. But you're missing out on life.
What am I going to miss out? I'm going to go home.
I got FOMO.
What do you?
I might miss out on fun or something. That's why this is why I never took naps as a kid because I always wanted to. If something happened, I wanted to be able to be there to see it.
I get that, but for me, here's what's going to be happening in my house. My wife works from home, so she's going to be on conference calls and she's going to be doing that. My kids will all be at school.
Well, mine's still.
I know your kids will still be there, so that's different. You're God bless. Good luck with all that. But then, you know what? Though in the summer they're going to be home.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, F them kids, and they're going to go do their thing, and I'm going to get my nap, and then we'll get up later, and I'm going to go and be a happy dad who got his sleep and feels better. That's what I'm going to do.
Well,
my kids are older, though. Your kids are what, 2 and 4?
My kids are 4 and 3
4 and 3
right now.
just had a birthday. Yep. That's right.
Well, my kids is going to be on this, especially when the weather breaks. They want to go to the water parks and they want to go to the playgrounds and all
They already,
things.
when they found out that the schedule change was happening and I'm going to be there, they were like, Dad, every day we can go to the pool. And I'm like, I don't know if I have a job that I will have to do some of the work at home, but that's why I'll be at home is to be around you lovely angels and I'll get to see you all.
So you're doing a lot of pool.
Well, I already told them Fridays is pool day. Fridays are pool day because Friday's going to be the day where I get home, and then what am I going to do? Prepare for a Monday show by putting a whole bunch of stuff together on Friday afternoon when all of Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, where all the stuff's going to happen. No, Friday afternoon is going to be – now, Sunday afternoon, I'm going to have to hop on and do work. So that's how I'm planning on trying to do that is got to find the balance. But Friday afternoons, that's going to be a pool day. I'm sure it'll rain every Friday all summer long, but that's Monday, the plan right
Monday's going to be a weird day.
This Monday?
This upcoming Monday is going to be weird.
I also, yeah. Well, why is it going to be weird for you?
Because after 9, you got till the time you go to sleep at night.
No, I'm going to go home and take a nap, and then get back up, and you'll be all right.
You know what? Rest when you're dead.
You know what, Tyvis? You're right. And I mean, I've worked a lot of jobs. I've never worked a job where my whole workday consisted of a half an hour with Tim Hall, and then that was job done. So so for me, I think I would be a little tired after doing 3 hours of radio every day. You may find as well that when you start doing 3 hours of radio every day and driving to Cleveland and then driving back, you may want to nap here.
There's no way that I can.
Well, you can't take a nap on the Cleveland days.
That's what I'm telling you.
You're gonna.
So my body's gonna be like, oh well, this is what it is.
Do they have a napping station up at the Cleveland station? Maybe you can hop into a pod and just go to bed for a little bit.
Once you get done with there, it's like you ready to get back home.
Sure, so I get that. You'll be on adrenaline, and then you'll get in the door and you'll fall asleep.
Nah, I doubt it.
Okay.
I'll let you know though.
We'll find out.
I haven't taken a nap it's been 2 years. I'm on year 3. I haven't got to 3 yet, but I'm on. If I complete this year, it'll be 3 years that I have not taken a nap.
I keep working with people. I work with Common Man, who had a no vomiting streak that he's very proud of. Why does everybody I work with have a streak of I
haven't vomited since.
Oh my
What
Lord.
year was it that the Stephon Diggs Minneapolis Miracle?
Oh gosh,
whatever year that was. That year was the last year I vomited.
I mean, it's probably been 5 or 6 years ago now.
That was the last time I vomited.
Do you care? Like Mike is very proud. Like he has been in the state where he feels like he needs to vomit and he refuses and he holds it in.
See, this is where I've woken up like out of my sleep a few times where it's like, oh, I think I'm about to throw up. And I would go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I'd sit there for like 30 minutes and nothing would happen. So I would just like take some Tums or something and then go back to sleep.
Yeah, okay. But it wasn't like he's passed out trying to hold it in.
No, I'm not. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, right. That's what I thought. That's where I'm at too. All right. Anyway, good luck on your streaks. I'm going to take a nap and vomit when I need to.
3 hours.
That's my
3 years.
Hi, T-Bone here for napping and vomiting.
We coming up 3 years of no sleep, no naps.
Good for you. I'm very happy for you. I am. I will not be participating. I choose not to run. I believe that's a quote from Friends, if I'm not mistaken. I know.
Stop it.
I got it.
Just stop it. Tim's going to be down here.
I know. Tim will be down here in a second. Tell us about Steely Dan or something. All right. The Steelers, the Commanders, the Browns, the Chargers, and the Saints are all going to get new helmets. This is the new rule, right? A couple years ago, used to be that you could only have one helmet per season. And then they loosened that a few years ago, and now teams
Browns
do.
got the white helmets.
Yeah, they have the white helmets.
Cincinnati got the white stripes.
Yes, they've done that.
Yeah.
The Steelers have not done a variant helmet, I guess, since the new, because they used to be able to do them. And then there was a time where they said, never mind, no extra helmets, only one helmet. And in the last couple of years, they redid the rule and said, never mind, you can have cool helmets again.
No, they got a white helmet too?
Steelers?
Yeah.
Did they do a white helmet? I know they did the ones that were like the goofy looking Bumblebee uniforms they used to do. I thought they did something different for that outfit.
Oh, they had a yellow.
Is that what it was? Okay.
The yellow helmet.
Anyway, now they're doing this summer. They're going to, those 5 teams, Steelers, Commanders, Browns, Chargers, and Saints are all going to unveil new helmets. Also, I think there are like 8 other teams. It's the AFC East, I want to say, and the NFC West. I think that's it. They're all getting like alternate uniforms this year too. And then they're going to roll through the rivalry uniforms, which is a whole nother category of uniforms. So what I'm saying is,
I want them to be unveiled so I can see what that looks like, because
you're going to pass judgment. You're going to say
it don't jump off the page. The idea don't jump off the page to me. But if I see it and it's like, okay, that's fire.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah. That's fine. All I'm saying is, if you're someone who has a man cave or you like to collect everything that your team has, good news. You're going to have plenty of opportunities to spend a lot of money on your team over the next couple of years, because the Browns for sure will get those new uniforms in a few years. They'll do that. It'll hit the AFC North at some point, and they'll all get those. The new helmets come out. You're going to get the mini helmet or the real one, the shirt they're going to have shirts and everything that highlight the new helmets. So,
man cave. Mine's, whenever I decide to decorate my man cave, I got a lot of my teammates' jerseys.
Oh, did you get to do a lot of that?
Yeah.
Where you would like teammates, or did you ever swap with dudes that were like off your team that you would?
Yeah, like people I played with in college.
Like, I see. All right.
Like
okay.
I did Cardell, I got Vons, I got Adolphus Washington, like those type of jerseys.
You ever get like one of the big stars, just go up to and be like, "Hey, Tom Brady."
I should have.
How you doing?
They say Tom would have did it. I should have done that.
Yeah. I've seen guys go up to Lionel Messi in soccer. He's like the best player in the world. Now he plays for Miami. They'll come up and it's just like some backup dude. And
I had too much pride.
I totally see that.
I'm not asking you. No. That's like Sherm. Like Sherm is a really cool guy, but like I don't know. I don't want your jersey hanging. No, I'm not asking you for your jersey.
That's interesting, because you know him very well.
Yeah, he actually. You know, it's a funny thing. He called me while we was on the air.
You're gonna have to. Well, you know what? Next week that'll be fine. You'll be taking your nap, and you can get the call then, I guess. I've got some good news for both me and Tyvis coming up next. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a slowdown on southbound 270 on the west outer belt between Cemetery Road and I-70. And you're looking at a 5-minute delay on westbound 670 from Leonard Avenue to 315. This report is sponsored by True Green. Summer is better with True Green. Get the best lawn at the best price. For a limited time, get 75% off your first treatment. Don't wait. Sign up at truegreen.com today and let the pros handle the work while you enjoy the results. Restrictions apply. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Everyone has that one goal, that thing they want to prove, not to other people, but to themselves. Then, right when you think you could actually do it, cancer. And that goal? is still within reach. I would know. I'm about to run my first ever marathon with my two best friends. 3 years after having cancer.
At least we look good in these shorts.
Woo! Let's get it, guys. You, keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans to learn more.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. Sick of the long security lines and flight delays? Travel on your terms. Go RVing and get ready to save at RCD RV's Open House. From May 3rd through the 10th, take advantage of huge deals on new and pre-owned RVs. Our Delaware, Heath, and Pataska locations will feature exclusive sale pricing on all new and pre-owned travel trailers, fifth wheels, motorhomes with special financing rates available, plus discounts on camping accessories. Come by today. We'll have your road ready by Memorial Day. Find unbeatable savings, unforgettable fun, and everything you need to hit the road at rcdrv.com.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Common Man here. I've told you about my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. I am back to remind you that if you're thinking about selling your home, it should not cost you 6% to do it. Their premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your home for 1% commission, not 6%. That's it. I had to check it out for myself, see if it was legit. I met with the family-run business here in Central Ohio. They will give you everything you expect from any realtor for a whole lot less. This is full service, not discount. They literally do everything that a realtor who charges you 6% is going to do, and probably more. They can do it because they use today's technology, which has made the realtor's job easier, taking photos, signing documents on your phone. And instead of keeping their prices the same like everybody else does, they pass the savings on to you because they know you're going to be happy with the service. Tell a friend, they get more business. Oh, what a novel concept. If I knew about these guys 10 years ago, I would have saved a boatload of money. On average, customers save about $10,000 in commissions. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. Sellfor1%.com.
The standing room only, with all eyes on the 18th green.
That's a good-looking ball.
The sudden roars. That Sunday celebration.
Jack always made the putt at 18, and today Scotty Scheffler did.
Witness the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday, May 26th through June 1st. It's second to none. Visit memorialtickets.com today.
Wow, what a shot.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Spring is here, and it's time to refresh your yard with Ohio Mulch. With 15 convenient locations in Central Ohio, it's easier than ever to get your mulch ready for the season. Need it delivered? No problem. Save $50 on home delivery when you order online. Whether it's mulch, soil, or even stone, we've got your yard covered. Visit OhioMulch.com today and spruce up your garden with the best.
Ohio Mulch, landscape supply, cleaner, greener, better.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, I think I saw a fox on my way in.
Oh, that was the Carfax Carfox. He was congratulating us on our Carfax Top-Rated Service Center Award.
I have always rated Tire Discounters at the very top.
Oh, thanks. So does Carfax. And not just for tires, but for all our services, too.
Alignment, brakes, shocks, and struts, and more.
Yes, sir.
But, Mike, do you think people believe Carfax over me?
Well, you are the Phantom tire buyer.
Exactly.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. Ohio State basketball lands another in the transfer portal, getting 6'10 center Josh Ojianwuna from Baylor. He'll become a Buckeye with 1 year of eligibility remaining. Ojianwuna played in 87 games during his career at Baylor. NBA playoffs tonight, a pair of games. New York and Boston with a Knicks are up 1-0. Denver takes a 1-0 lead to Oklahoma City. NHL playoffs tonight, second round matchups. Florida at Toronto. Maple Leafs lead 1-0. Dallas and Winnipeg in the opening game of their series. Baseball today, the Cleveland Guardians came from behind, scoring 8 runs in the 6th inning to beat the Washington Nationals 8-6, and the Cincinnati Reds try and break a 4-game slide playing in Atlanta. This update brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. With a 98% customer satisfaction rating and thousands of 5-star reviews, the choice is clear. Awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Desmond Howard death wishes since 2012. This is Man and Bone.
Afternoon show brought to you by the Hinderer Motor Company right here on The Fan. T-Bone and Tyvis here with you. Coming up at 5:30, we're going to talk to our guy, Jeff Rimmer. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer continues on in the new era. Common Man and Timmy.
Did you text him, Bone, like you said you were going to? That's okay, because he called me, so I talked to him. I just wanted to. He told me you did not text him.
I did not text him.
So I was setting you up.
I did say I was going to text him, and then I immediately forgot to text him.
Yeah,
that's.
We had a conversation. I said,
we had a conversation.
Do you want me to text him?
Yeah, and I thought Ted's got so much on his plate. I saw you with your headphones on. You're working on stuff. I thought, no, I'll text him. I'm the host.
You had the phone in your hand.
I had it in my hand. Yeah. And then I think I went to go to my text messages, and I had a message from like my wife, and she sent me a TikTok, and then I clicked on the TikTok, and then off. The brain was gone. The little rabbit on the hamster on the wheel was just out of there.
But he did call me. He's ready to go, and he actually this will be his second interview of the day. Actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he's in demand around the country.
Well, I'll have to ask him about what the first one was. When we talked to him, there's a little bit of news with the Jackets we could talk about. Zach Werenski got selected to play for the U.S. of A. or announced he's going to. I don't think it's selected. He said I'm going to play for the U.S. of A. and what's the upcoming tournament? I forget off the top of my head, but he's going to play in that. And then also Jackets got the 13th pick.
I saw that.
So that's where they were slated. That's what they ended up with. That's fine. Like I said the other day, I'm glad we don't have to worry about it. As Jackets fans this year, it wasn't like. Not that you didn't want the number 1 pick, but I don't think they could have mathematically gotten up there anyway.
They could have got the 3.
You can only move up 10 spots, right?
Yeah.
So to me, it was just you have a pretty good season. You have a good young core. Now let's hope some of the young studs you've drafted come up and are good, right? Like Caden Lindstrom. What's he going to do?
Well, is his back good now?
Let's hope so, right? I don't know, but those are the question marks I have. More of that. I'm glad that we're not thinking about how many number 1 picks can we get again. No, now this team should be poised and ready to head towards a playoff run over the next few years, and hopefully more than that once they make the playoffs. But just saying, the optimism I have with the front office and the coaching staff now, way different than we've been the last few off seasons.
I mean, last year you were talking about you had a new GM change. Then he had to figure out if he wanted to keep the coach.
Mm-hmm.
They fired him.
Yeah,
got Dean here. And then you see some of these other moves. You lost. What's my guy who asked for the trade?
Seth Jones.
No.
Well, he
just
did.
last year.
Who just asked?
The winger. He played wing.
Why am I blanking on who this is?
What is his
Teddy,
name?
Who asked out last year?
He was cold. He had
Patrick Laine.
Oh, Laine, right?
Patrick Laine.
Patrick Laine was your guy?
No, I didn't say he was my guy.
Okay.
I just said he asked for a trade.
He did, yeah.
You had to deal with whether or not you wanted to trade him. And wasn't he in like something that you couldn't even talk to him?
Well, he was in he had the mental health protocol. So for the NHL, that's fair, that's good. But then after that,
then you had Elvis issues, and you was able to work that out and get him to come back.
Yeah.
It was a lot that went into last offseason.
Well, never mind the tragedy of, Johnny Gaudreau, Matthew Gaudreau, his brother, both passing away. That whole thing was just how the Jackets got through this season and came this close to making the playoffs is just stunning. So hopefully next year you move on, you get better, and then we find them hopefully in the playoffs. But they were so close. I just would have liked them to get that payoff this year because they deserved it. They played really well for most of the year.
It was that
couple bad stretches.
It was that 2-week stretch after the Stadium Series where they just lost a lot of games.
Yeah. So we'll talk with Rimmer coming up at 5:30. Also, we reacted to it earlier. If you missed it, that Cavs series, Cavs are down 2-0 now after losing both home games. Which, if you just said that, it'd be one thing, but it's the fact that they had guys out yesterday. Donovan Mitchell goes for 48. You get one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen. Almost all the role player guys stepped into big roles and did everything they needed to do. Ty Jerome didn't have a good game. But then 2 minutes to go, 1 minute to go, all you need to do is just inbound the ball, don't turn it over, get fouled, make your free throws, game's over. Instead, they did turn it over. They had to use, 2 timeouts to get the ball because they couldn't get it inbounds?
Max Strus and Ty Jerome messed that up, too.
Yeah, they're bad.
Ty Jerome really, if he don't come out next game and go for 25 points, something wrong.
Well,
he has no choice.
I mean, he has to, right? Of course. But also, we're going to find out. We have, 3 guys now on the shelf. And I don't know what Donovan Mitchell, not that he has any status updates, but he has a calf strain and he's been fighting through it. And he had 48 points. And every time he scored, basically, he was thrown to the ground by larger Pacers players. So I don't know how he's going to be feeling for game 3, but now you have to go win that game. I feel like the series is kind of over anyway, but I'm going to hold out hope that they find a way. But I don't think any Cavs fan or most NBA prognosticators had this be an 0-2 to the Pacers after 2 games. So. Wow. But they down the stretch, there's only one thing that you have to look at. Pacers players made plays, Cavs didn't in that last couple minutes. So
I mean, that's fair. That's fair to say. Donovan missed some free throws also.
But I'm not counting him in this. He scored 48 points.
He needed 50.
You're right. I agree.
He needed 50.
It sucks that
he missed 4 or 5 free throws.
Ty Jerome had negative points, I want to say, at the end of it. I know I don't want to blame it all on him, but 1 for 14.
A lot of it is his fault. However you want to say it, because, like I said, you knew Donovan was going to have the game he was going to have. And he probably said, I only need about 1 or 2 of y'all. Yeah. Well, 1 or 2 people actually stepped up. Even Sam Merrill off the bench gave you some points.
Yeah, he was good.
The only thing that was missing is the Ty Jerome. If he would have gave you his usual 14, 15 points, this ain't even a game.
He would have given you
4. 4. That's all.
Yeah,
that's the difference of the game.
Just give us a golf. 4. That's all we need.
He finished the game with 2. If he would have just had 4.
I saw this study today, Tyvis. I thought it's of interest to me. It might be of interest to you. Study reveals that women are more attracted to bald men. Now, this headline, I just figured you would need to know that because you're balding. I am bald. But here's the other thing working for you. Now, I know you're happily married. I'm happily married. All those things. But just in general, it's nice to know that we're desired. It's nice to know people look at you and go, "Oh yeah, that's an attractive man."
What is this weed business? I have hair.
For now, it's good. I mean, did you schedule the flight to Turkey yet?
No, I'm not going to Turkey.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting in the U.S. of A.
You can get it here. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Just as long as you get it done. I've already made my peace with it.
Wait till I come on this show on the morning and I ain't got a hat on. I'm going to shock the world. I can't wait.
That's going to be, you know what? That's good. I'm looking forward to it. Please do. I'm not judging.
If y'all tune in and see me with no hat on, be very happy for me.
Oh, I am. I'm already happy for you. Well, here's what this study reveals. This was apparently a website called Illicit Encounters put this study out, which is where they rated the attractiveness of people. Jessica Leone, the spokeswoman for this company, said apparently that bald men, that's the second highest trait that was desired by women in this survey of over 2,000 women. The first most desired trait, go figure, was muscular appearance, right? So women apparently like a muscular appearance. Now, I don't have that. You do.
I was about to say, you're
good there.
I went to the gym today.
There you go. So you're doing great there. But the next highest one, they said 42% of women said that's what they prefer in a man. Then next up, 40% said a bald head was the next highest trait that they found attractive.
I wonder what age these women are.
I don't know.
If you after 30, I think that might be the case.
Yeah, fair enough.
If the woman is 30 and older, I think that might be the case.
Well, it sounds like this is a website where people are like, hey, illicit encounters. I mean, it's like, hey, why don't you and I go over here and do something? Probably not they're probably not right out of college. It doesn't sound like. But this is to be clear, shaved bald head, not
cut.
Yeah, like you have
not a low cut.
Like The Rock, has he's admitted where he is and he's just embraced it.
You got to take that razor and just
Jason Statham. He's admitted this is where he is, right? Vin Diesel. These are the bald heads we're talking about. Not mine, where it's just male pattern and I haven't, cleared it all off there. They said blue eyes are next, a beard, dark hair, and then curly hair. These are all some of the highest rated things. Lowest rated, they said only 18% of women want a hairy chest. So, sorry, ladies. I have that in abundance for you.
I don't have that, actually.
You don't have chest hair?
I got chest hair. It ain't hairy, though. I'm not a hairy person.
You're not a hairy person.
Yeah.
I'm extraordinarily hairy. It's Harry and the Hendersons. It's gross. It's too bad.
Ugh.
I'm sorry, buddy.
You got to shave.
No, I don't.
I hate to see the tub after you, boy.
I don't get in the tub.
No, you can do it like,
I heard about President Taft. I'm not going down there. I'm not getting stuck in the bathtub like one of Ohio's finest. No way. Never going to be me. The Big Ten is wildly profitable. And as it turns out, they're making a ton of cash. We'll tell you how much next. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got an accident that's blocking the right lane on eastbound 670 at Neal Avenue, causing some stop-and-go traffic from 315. And there's a 15-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side from 670 to Cook Road. This report is sponsored by NJM Insurance. While some insurance companies use gimmicks to get your attention, NJM would rather focus on putting their policyholders first. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Visit NJM.com to learn more. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Legend has it, underneath the NJM insurance offices lies a mysterious room of long-forgotten, moldy mascot memorabilia. Often pitched by ad agencies, always rejected by NJM. Is it real? We may never know. But what is real is NJM's dedication to doing what's right for their customers. Astoundingly, they're proud to put policyholders first. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Learn more at njm.com.
Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. I know firsthand what it's like to battle through joint pain. After years of the hard hits and the wear and tear on the field, I thought pain, it was just going to be something I had to live with. Let me tell you, that's no longer the case thanks to QC Kinetics. For over 8 years, QC Kinetics has been leading the charge nationwide in non-surgical joint pain relief, helping over 50,000 patients get back to doing what they love, pain-free. Whether it's your knees, back, hips, shoulders, you pick it. If joint pain's been slowing you down, you need to hear about what Dr. Aaron Walkoff and his team in Columbus are doing. They're using cutting-edge regenerative medicine, natural biologic treatments with powerful healing properties to repair and restore damaged joint tissue. No surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. Just real results. The kind of treatment I wish I had access to during my playing days, and now you do. Imagine this summer playing around a golf, chasing the kids, and just enjoying a walk without the pain. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-228-4544. They now have offices in Grove City and Canal Winchester.
Now at White Castle, you can get 12 chicken rings for just $3.99. Tender on the inside, crispy on the outside. Choose from classic or our new Cheddar Blast flavor made with real cheddar cheese. White Castle. Follow your crave. Limited time only at participating castles. Tax not included.
When you're starting a home improvement project, a few big questions always come up. Who can I trust? Will they be there if something goes wrong? And lastly, how much is this going to cost me? At Newman Roofing, we've been answering those questions for over 30 years. As a family-owned and operated company that takes pride in every aspect of the job, with family members involved in each department of the company, we treat your home like it's our own. That means clear communication, no shortcuts, and a white glove experience from start to finish. And when it comes to cost, we get it. That's why we offer flexible financing options so you can get the quality your home needs at a price that works for your budget. Don't just take our word for it. With over 700 five-star reviews on Google, families across Central Ohio are sharing their Newman Roofing experience. For roofing, siding, and gutter solutions built around family, call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
Earn $200 when you spend $2,000 in the first 90 days with a new Visa from Kemba Financial Credit Union. Plus, pay 0% APR on balances transferred in the first 90 days for 15 months. Visit Kemba.org. Restrictions apply. APR equals annual percentage rate. Offer ends June 30th, 2025. Equal opportunity lender.
Guess what? Our ugly faces are on YouTube. Search 971 The Fan and watch all your favorite shows. Laptop, phone, tablet, smart TV, we're everywhere. Bring us in the bedroom with you. Yes, The Fan.
Have you ever told a friend
Oh, I'm fine.
when you really felt
Just so overwhelmed.
or sent a text
Can't sleep. Are you awake?
when you couldn't find the words to say?
I'm scared to be alone with my thoughts right now.
Then this is your sign to reach out to the 988 Lifeline for 24/7 free confidential support. You don't have to hide how you feel. Text, call, or chat anytime.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty. Do you want to sell your property, however, you need a little help getting through the process? Let's say you have years of belongings in the home. It needs a lot of updating, you're overwhelmed, and you may need help finding a place to go. I will help you. Visit us today at TurboTrackRealty.com or call me now for an all-cash offer and, more importantly, the help you need at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone for Window Nation. May is officially here, and so are the rising temperatures. Before you know it, you're going to be wondering what else you can do to keep cool during the dog days of summer. Beat the heat and keep the AC in your home with Window Nation's energy-efficient vinyl windows. During their semi-annual sale, you'll get 60% off and a free entry door when you purchase a house full of windows. Plus, no money down, no interest, and no monthly payments until 2027. That's a whole lot of savings and a super smart investment, especially when prices are rising. So how exactly does Window Nation keep the prices affordable? Well, they work directly with top window manufacturers in the country, which means all their windows are assembled right here in the USA. Plus, their windows come with a lifetime warranty, so you'll keep saving long into the future. Window Nation's semi-annual sale ends soon, so don't miss your chance to get 60% off, plus a free entry door when you purchase a house full of windows. And you pay nothing until 2027. Schedule your estimate right now at 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com. That's windownation.com.
Stop feeling embarrassed about thinning hair and start looking and feeling your best with Hair Grow by New Nordic. Online at Amazon, Walmart.com, and NewNordicUSA.com or at your local CVS.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A pleasant finish on this Wednesday. Temperatures in the low 70s with some sunshine and light winds. Down to the low 50s and dry to start off your Thursday morning. Back in the upper 60s by the afternoon, but we'll see more clouds, a bit cooler, and some scattered showers and a few storms. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
The only thing harder than Common Man's arteries is T-Bone thinking about a red-bellied woodpecker. This is Man and Bone.
T-Bone and Tyvis, we were just talking in the break. I was telling about my appendix coming out and how went to the doctor. I'm in the hospital. They had given me surgery, and I said, the nurse came in and said, we're going to give you Toradol. And I said, she's
That's
like,
the
now,
good stuff.
Do you know what that is? And I said, I'm a football fan, ma'am. I definitely know what it is. I've heard it does. And I'll tell you, that was the first time I really understood how good it was.
Good, don't it? What you sat there like, what hurt? What's supposed to be hurt?
They had just cut me open that day, like 4 hours earlier. They gave me Toradol, and I was in a half hour. I was like, I think I could get up and walk around this hospital. I think I'm about done. Then I got home. There was no more Toradol, and I realized it felt like I had been stabbed through every part of my body. Like, it just hurt so bad. And I'm like, how was I walking around yesterday? And I said, Toradol.
You hear all the stories about guys that get shots or Toradol or cortisone.
I understand how that works.
When you laying in that bed at night and it wore off, you be crying. It make you really cry. Like,
that's why they, we talk about like how in the NFL there's lots of guys who do everything they can to get on the field, including, that's those things were given out by NFL teams all the time. I'm quite sure, probably still are to a degree.
You need the shot. You want the shot.
Oh, is that it? Just you want the shot, and then it's like call to the bullpen. Like, yeah, go ahead and get me the shot. That's right. No, but I honestly had no idea that's how good it was. And then now you find out, oh yeah, it's probably why guys get out of the league, and then suddenly they don't know how to deal with all the pain and everything else. Because, I mean, if you had all that stuff going, I mean, that's a lot. I can't. I'm glad they monitor it now because That seems dangerous, that you could have something that makes you feel like that when you are injured, hurt, through all that pain.
If you ever get subscribed, first of all, I don't think they could prescribe you that, can they?
I don't. No. I was at a hospital, and that's all it was. It was like, we'll give it to you in the IV, and then you're done.
Somebody ever get their hands, like, stay far away.
Get away from it,
because
that's bad.
You could be addicted to that.
That's bad. No, I'm not recommending it at all. Same thing with, like, they gave me Oxy when I went home, and I said, nope, no, I'm not touching that. I don't want any part of that. But I had it. I had the Toradol once in the hospital, and I was like, oh, okay, I understand now.
Yeah.
I understand what the hype is about on this. Okay, I never want to take this again. Yeah, it was something. Big Ten, they have got the revenue for 2024's fiscal year has now been put out here. Now, of course, they have 18 teams, so there's more revenue just in general. But, you know, the SEC has a lot of teams, too, last I checked. They make a bunch of money.
6 teams?
I think you're right. Have they gotten 18 yet? No, they're not there yet.
I don't think so.
No, they're not. But the Big Ten is ahead of the SEC, of course, in total revenue, but also in per-school payouts. The Big Ten made $928 million for the 2024 fiscal year.
I need a raise this year, dude. I'm glad we talking
That's right.
about
Call
this.
up the Big Ten Network and tell them.
Need a raise.
I saw the numbers. Now, the SEC released their tax records in February. It showed they made $840 million. Like you said, 2 fewer schools. But the average per school distribution was $52.5 million. The distribution for the Big Ten was obviously more than that, but I don't know why it's not. I had it here. Now I can't find it. Anyway, they're making more on a per school basis and on an overall basis. But they're still making payments to, and God bless them. Good job if you can get it. Kevin Warren is still getting paid, and so is Jim Delaney. Kevin Warren got a $5.75 million bonus during the 2023 calendar year.
Still getting paid.
And they are, apparently he deferred that, so now he's still getting payments from that bonus.
So he double dipping right now because he getting paid by the Bears too.
Yeah. Apparently.
Oh, it's on him, lunch on him.
Yeah. So Warren was credited with $6.8 million in total compensation in 2023. That included the $1.1 million categorized as base compensation, and then he gets an annualized total of nearly $2.9 million from the conference. That is, wow. I'm trying to see what Jim Delaney was receiving. I don't know if they have that in here. I'm not seeing it here, but Tony Petitti, who is the current, commissioner, he is getting a total compensation of $2.65 million. But he also got a bonus of $500,000 in prorated base pay that now is going to total more than $3.2 million. So what I'm saying is, if you run the Big Ten, you're getting paid well. We knew that.
Yes.
But the Big Ten making $900 million plus. I remember a few years ago when we looked at what the NCAA tournament makes for men's and women's basketball combined.
Mm-hmm.
It's somewhere, I don't know what it was this year, but a few years ago, it was like $1.1 or $1.2 billion.
The NCAA tournament?
Yes.
Sheesh.
And if you look at what the NCAA's operating budget is, it's essentially that. They make no money, obviously, off the college football playoffs because that's not them. That's the conferences. Yeah. The conferences control all that. The college football playoff committee, that's all through the conferences. The NCAA, I'm sure, is like, hey, we're over here. They're like, yeah, shut up, losers. They don't listen to them. Each of the conferences is making something close to what the NCAA used to make not that long ago. The thing that makes the NCAA the most money, period, is the NCAA tournament. That's why they are so protective about all the advertising. If you're out there on the court, you have to have the official drink cup. No matter what the sponsor is, that's what you have to have out there. Anyway, the point being, now you have conferences making almost as much money as the entire NCAA does. That is wild to me.
So the NCAA is, you think the NCAA is here in 10 years?
Not as, it might exist. Like, you know what? The NIT still exists, right?
They might file bankruptcy from all these lawsuits that people might get. Because if anybody decides to sue them for payments for 15 and under,
yeah, you'll be joining
signing that petition.
What was the cutoff? Is what, 16?
Yes,
and that was your last year was 15. That sucks. I'm saying that's terrible luck.
Tell me about it. That's just how my life rolls. Just like anytime free money is being given out, I just so happen to miss out.
Oh, they're like, I'm sorry. Your name is. Oh, you were the last one that didn't get to make the. That's too bad, buddy. I am really sorry about that. That sucks. That's what you mean.
Because
a lot of guys who came.
Wait, let me
all
tell you.
these guys who came after you didn't win a national championship at Ohio State till this year. They're all going to get a payment, but you won and you get. Oh, that's.
So what happened was
I'm mad for you.
They said 2016. So I said, oh, that's fine. Like my last game was January 1st of 2016. So technically,
sure,
I was still a student athlete. They came out and said, no. The season of 26 August. I said that's crazy.
Oh my, that's. God. Yeah, well, anyway, if they do that, I'm with you. I'm good. I would love to help represent you in making sure that you get paid because you should have.
Just want a couple dollars.
I'm going to be like the bald guy up in Cleveland who's pointing on the billboards. Misney.
Oh, Tim
Misney makes them pay or whatever.
I will make them pay.
It'll be your guy doing that. All right, 2 minutes away, we'll talk to Jeff Rimmer. We will name drop with Jeff Rimmer. All things Blue Jackets next. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 10-minute delay due to an accident that's blocking the 3 left lanes on northbound 270. On the west outer belt at 33, it will be stop and go from Tuttle Crossing Boulevard. And there's a 5-minute delay on westbound 670 between 315 and I-70. This report is sponsored by Erie Insurance. Celebrating 100 years of protecting your family's most priceless moments. Then, now, always. Erie Insurance. ErieInsurance.com. That's ErieInsurance.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Discover uncompromising quality at a reliable price with Giant Eagle and Market District. Find everyday savings and bargains on produce, meat, and more. Look for signs throughout the store highlighting long-term lower prices. With our weekly sales, deals for days promotions, and My Perks loyalty program, Giant Eagle helps make the most out of every shopping trip. Surround yourself with savings at Giant Eagle and experience value like never before. Visit Giant Eagle and Market District today to see how easy it is to save.
This Mother's Day, be direct. Tell mom she shines without saying a word. At Diamonds Direct, we've curated a meaningful collection of timeless gifts for every budget, from birthstone rings and stackables to diamond pendants, pearls, and stunning earrings. So here's to mom for her love, her strength, and always putting others first. This year, she deserves a gift that lasts a lifetime, and that's our specialty. Diamonds Direct, your love, our passion.
Hey, Columbus, Jeff Rimmer here, back in Columbus for a little hockey and to visit my good friends at Buyers Volkswagen. Whether you want to buy, sell, or service your next Volkswagen, Buyers has all the options. Browse their entire inventory online at columbusvw.com or visit one of their friendly Volkswagen brand specialists. Or for more personal touch and exceptional experience, it's awaiting for you right there at Buyers. Come see why it's better to buy at Buyers Volkswagen. They're by the airport.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone's name drop with the biggest name dropper of them all, Jeff Rimmer.
Sponsored by Buyers Imports by the airport.
Every Wednesday, you will hear Jeff Rimmer right here on The Fan, as you always have. This is Name Dropping with Jeff Rimmer. And it's presented on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Rims, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. Good afternoon, T-Bone. How are you?
I'm good. So plenty to get into with the Jackets, but first of all, Zach Werenski once again gets to represent America. Big honor for him, right?
Absolutely, and it's really a change of heart because Zach is going to get married. He's going to tie the knot here this summer, and he's got a couple of other great friends that are also getting married. So it's a big summer for him. And initially, he was not going to go and play in Stockholm for Team USA, but he's had a change of heart. And it's interesting. There are a number of high-profile NHL players. Just the other day, both McKinnon, who had an unceremonious exclusion from the Stanley Cup playoffs following a Game 7 overtime loss to Dallas, he's decided to head off to Stockholm for Team Canada. And, of course, it came right after Sidney Crosby announced that he was heading over. So there's some high-profile NHLers heading west or East, I should say, and heading to the World Championships.
Jeff, obviously you've seen a bunch of Blue Jackets players grow right before our very eyes. You know, guys stepped up and made plays time after time. Now that the lottery has happened and the Jackets are 13, I'm not going to ask you what player they should get because I don't know how familiar you are with that. What position would you be looking for?
Well, Tyvis, much like any sport, and your sport obviously is football front and center, I think what the Blue Jackets will look for is if they keep the pick. Now, they can always trade it, and there's some thought that they might trade that pick. They've got 2 first-round picks, and they're going to go, if they keep it, to the best available player. They certainly would want to pick up a couple of more defensemen. Of course, they traded Juracek during the season. Last season, Matejchuk has been elevated, so you can always look for top defensemen. But the prevailing feeling is they're going to go after the best available player, provided they keep that pick and not perhaps move it. Of course, Don Waddell could do this. He could trade maybe both first-round picks and move up in the draft, or trade one or both of the picks and pick up a player that will play in the National Hockey League sooner, perhaps an everyday NHLer or a young prospect that's going to have immediate impact. So I'll tell you, the Jackets are in the driver's seat. This is a team improving. We all know how well they did this year. Next year, we expect them to be a playoff team and a perennial playoff team after that. So Don Waddell can go in any way, shape, or form in a different direction, or pick up players or draft picks.
Rims, I saw that our guy, CBJ prospect, Caden Lindstrom, he is with the Medicine Hat Tigers, who are in the WHL finals, which start Friday, and they're going up against the Spokane Chiefs. He's been dealing with the injury, but I saw that Caden Lindstrom, full participant in the morning practice today. So
yeah,
that seems like we're on the right track there, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it's been a long wait and recovery for him. They wanted to make sure, the Blue Jackets that is, that he was 100% healthy. He's been skating with the team for the last several weeks, and now he's been given the clean bill of health. And I would suggest that he will play in that playoff series against Spokane and have a big impact. That's something we can all keep an eye on here starting Friday night.
Now, I have to ask you, have you ever been to Medicine Hat?
Absolutely. I've done games out of that arena many, many times. Yeah, that goes back to my junior career. Yes, I've been to Medicine Hat and driven the highways of Highway 2. Hey, excuse me. Oh.
What? You got the dogs over there, Rims? Are you all right?
Yeah, I got 3 here.
What are they doing?
As Mike, they're just barking at a dog going by next door.
Oh, that's fine. No, you're fine.
Interruption.
No, you got to let they got that dog in them. You got to let them go. Got to let them get it out,
Good thing Daddy's not there. He'd be all over me for that one.
Oh, don't worry. I'm telling him.
We wish him by the way, I was texting with him earlier today, and we wish him a speedy recovery. He's rather ill.
Yeah.
And he said he's beating it, so we wish him obviously a quick recovery.
No, Rims, he's beating it 100%.
I think we have a GoFundMe account for him, actually, too, that we're setting up.
He has, I just want to, just so people know, he has pneumonia. So we wish him a speedy recovery. He does have
pneumonia.
Pneumonia, yeah.
With quotation.
With quotation. Ted says with quotations, Rims. Are you buying the theory that Common Man's just faking it?
No. He didn't sound like he was in our conversation today. But the fact of the matter is it walking pneumonia? I mean, there's so many different, descriptions of the kind of pneumonia you have. I've seen people work with walking pneumonia. Not that it's contagious, or is it contagious? I had to put on my doctor's hat to figure that one out.
Rims, let me ask you about Elvis. Obviously, it's been times where Elvis has wanted out, then he's back in. Where is he at with the organization? Is this going to be a smooth offseason where we won't have to hear about him wanting trades and all those things?
Travis, that's, again, another good question on your part. I think that's to be determined. And quite frankly, and bluntly, I think that's a decision the Blue Jackets are going to have to make. And obviously, Elvis, in his exit interviews and Obviously, talking to the media, said he can certainly play better and be a little more consistent. But, hey, ultimately the Jackets are looking at 2 years remaining on his deal, and I think they'll determine here over the next little while here. You've got the draft coming up next month. You've got free agency coming up. So those are decisions that the organization will make here, not too distant future.
They will determine that he sucks, and they will move on. That's what I hope they will do this offseason. Rebs, let's talk about your guys over at Buyers. Tell us what you need to tell us.
Well, we're on the phone earlier on today with Kevin King of Buyers Imports by the airport, and we have talked in recent weeks about the tremendous service department. Over 100 factory-trained technicians ready to assist you, and they have been very busy, but there's always room for you at the service department of Buyers Imports by the airport, whether it's an Audi, a Porsche, a Subaru, Volvo, whatever your needs are, Polestar, they'll take care of them both in sales and service. And it's after the sale that you really want to head to Buyers Imports by the airport. By the way, great late model and brand new cars available at Buyers, all your mix and models, colors, options. One place to shop, Buyers Imports by the airport.
Rims, how's the lube job out there? Still good?
The lube job's always good. In and out in a half an hour, oil and lube. You get the car washed, and you're on your way because they care about you and your time. It's valuable.
Things I've learned today, lube jobs are good. They have Polestars, and Mike's beating it. Does that cover everything? I think it does.
Yeah, I think we've covered the whole gamut.
Yeah. Do you have any names to drop for us this week, Rims?
Well, actually, I'm glad you brought it up because this morning, don't tell Mike, but I made an appearance on another radio station down here in South Florida.
Oh.
Actually, a station that I formerly worked at, WQAM, the top sports station, the home of the Florida Panthers, and they wanted me on to talk about the hit by Bennett, Sam Bennett, on the goaltender Stolars, who will not dress tonight for Game 2 in that series. So I was on with Joe Rose, and Tyvis will appreciate this, former tight end with the Miami Dolphins, who's a great friend of mine. And, of course, through Joe, I got to meet one of my favorite people, and I told Joe today that we've got to hook up for lunch or dinner or a couple of beers with both Joe and my favorite quarterback of all time, and that's Dan Marino. I spent some time with Dan back in my days here working for the Florida Panthers, and Joe's going to set that up. And I told him, you do that, and you can have me on whenever you want, and I'll get the blessings of one great Mike Riccardotti to do an extra show other than his.
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for him. He's obviously got pneumonia, but hey, if you're getting a dinner to go with Dan Marino, I mean, that's pretty legendary territory to be hanging out in. If you have to go do a couple radio interviews, I don't think Mike will have a problem with that.
Tyvis, how would you like to have to be a defensive back in an NFL backfield trying to haul down one of Marino's passes for an interception? You think he could do it?
Oh, I definitely think I would do it. And not only would I pick him off, I'd stare him down as I'm running it back to the end zone.
A pick six by Tyvis. I like it.
That's, you know what, Rims? That sounded like you were calling a game. That was pretty good. I like that. Love to hear the pipe still.
Tyvis probably liked it more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I never got that in my career.
Dan Marino. Never?
Never had a pick six in my career, which is crazy.
I feel that something that you should have had, knowing what a great player you were on that championship team for the Buckeyes.
Yeah. Well, Rimmer, if you want it bad enough in sports, you usually find a way. So I think it's just a question.
Don't do that. Don't do that. My teammates didn't block.
Just back that bus right up over him. I agree. That's the way to go. Rims, it's been fun. I'll talk to you down the road, of course. But, thanks for doing all this. And I'll listen to you on Common Man and Timmy in the future.
Listen, I'm a phone call away for you. Any advice you want, any way I can help to make that morning show, you and Ty are just going to kill it. I'm there for you guys. Remember that.
All right. Thanks, Rimmer. I appreciate it.
Rims.
There you go. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Back page when we come back. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Slow traffic is causing a 5-minute delay on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 161 and Cleveland Avenue. And we also have a 5-minute delay on eastbound 670 from 3rd Street to 5th Avenue. This report is sponsored by AAA Car Care Plus. Come into your local AAA Car Care Plus and get a $39.99 full synthetic oil change plus a free tire rotation. Only at AAA Car Care Plus locations. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Restrictions apply. Offer ends May 31st. See store for details. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Spring showers revealing roofing or siding issues? Trust the pros at Newman Roofing for expert care, white glove service, and quality you can count on. Schedule your estimate today and take advantage of special financing options. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit newmanroofing.com today.
Bobby Carpenter here for Germain Toyota. Swing by Germain Toyota and ask for Marcello and discover unbeatable deals and a wide selection of new and certified pre-owned Toyota vehicles. Visit them at germaintoyota.net. Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
Stanley spent his life in the saddle, wrangling whatever life threw at him. But nothing prepared him for the fight against low T and ED. Shane practically hunched him over. On pills just gave him a headache. He begged for a lifeline.
Well, maybe it's over.
Columbus Men's Clinic said no. Medical conditions, old age, there's hope. This is about real treatments. Science, not one-size-fits-all guesswork. Columbus Men's Clinic was designed for men who hate going to the doctor. Personalized plans, cutting-edge treatments, overseen by an actual medical provider that takes the time to listen. With low T and ED treatments others only dream about, we fight like hell to get you back in the saddle. Because every second you wait, your condition could worsen. Act now. Don't let time slip away. Dial 614-300-7400 or go to columbusmensclinic.com. Your consultation is only $99, including blood work. And you'll know your T level before you leave. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Common Man here for Universal Windows Direct. It is a big sale at Universal Windows Direct. You're getting an incredible 50% off your windows. That's half off, and it gets even better. For a limited time, you get no interest and no payments for 12 months. That's a whole year. I got to tell you when something's half and when something's a year. You also get a free entry door with your window purchase. Schedule your free in-home estimate today. Give them a call, 614-502-5220, or visit universalwindowsdirect.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Hi, I'm Janice. I'm a coach at Awaken 180 Weight Loss. One of my most successful clients, not only in weight loss, but in attitude, came to us with stern doctor's orders that if he didn't do something, he would be dead within 5 years. He did not initially even want to have the conversation, but he signed up for the program. By the second week on the program, he was thanking me, thanking the program. He could not believe how much better he felt. Within 8 weeks, he was down 55 pounds. He was a true transformation of body, but definitely of mind. And of course, he feels amazing.
Hey, it's Austin Ward with a reminder that losing weight with Awaken 180 isn't about the number on the scale. It's about how that number spearheads endless successes. Bring your goals to Awaken 180, then celebrate when you check off each and every one of them. Call 844-346-1800 or go online at awaken180weightloss.com.
The Fan at 1460 ESPN Columbus is your radio home for Sunday Night Baseball.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Call The Waterworks and Header Heating and Cooling today at 614-232-2222.
The Fan.
Hey, it's Anthony for my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. And Rich and his team are ready to get you in a great new Honda this spring. Purchase or lease. He's going to make you feel awesome about your next vehicle and your experience. Grab a hold of this one, a 2025 Honda Accord Hybrid Sport. Lease it for only $347 a month for 36 months, 30,000 miles, and only $19.99 down. He's got rates as low as 2.9%. Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Final segment of the program. Host of the Buckeye Show for the next couple days anyway. Well, I guess not tomorrow, but Friday you'll be the host of the Buckeye Show. One more day.
Yeah,
Timmy
2 more
Hall.
days.
Yeah, today and
2 more days.
Friday. You're
Today
right. You're
and
right.
Friday, 2 more shows.
You're
you
exactly
guys.
right. Hello,
How
Timmy.
are you? How are you guys?
Just keeping it warm over here for you till Monday.
Nice hat.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm looking at the hat.
You like the hat?
Yes, Tim. I like that.
I tracked it when you walked in. It's a nice, what is that, Super Bowl 26?
Yes.
Nice Washington football team commanders / before they were the Redskins victory there.
It's an interesting hat because they were not the Commanders, but since
it does
it's a
have that
new
logo.
hat, and I got this in their November sale, whatever it was, I found it on the team tab, and the Super Bowl logo stopped me dead in my tracks. It was back when Super Bowl logos were actually different depending on where they were hosted. They didn't just take a stupid outline of the Lombardi trophy and add the Roman numerals to it with the same exact font every year. They tricked it up a little bit. Like if the Super Bowl was at the Orange Bowl, they throw an orange behind the logo. They do some fun things with it.
Yeah, that's a nice hat. It's a nice logo.
Yeah.
I'm with you that I used to love getting. I love to look at those Super Bowl logos. Never really mattered much to me as a Browns fan, but I was like, oh, that's cool for whatever teams are in that. That's great.
Right. Like,
good for them.
Look at like Super Bowls from the originals on to like Super Bowl 30 something. And then they started to change and then they started to get more bland. And every year after year, they all looked identical.
I love the versatility you have with hats. Like, I'm only going to wear the Guardians.
No yeah. What's the fun in that?
You literally.
What's the fun in that?
Have football, baseball, basketball.
Yes. I love a good hat.
So does Tyvis, because he's dealing with a little bit of a MPB. Little MPB going on, male pattern baldness. I've made my I'll wear a hat from time to time. I will, but Tyvis is not.
What about in the wintertime? Like, you don't feel.
No, I like a hat.
Your
I'm just
head
saying.
Don't be cold.
Yes, and that's what I put a hat on. I mean, trust me.
That's
You will find out.
That's my biggest fear. Like, I don't.
I've never seen you wear a beanie though.
Oh, I wear a beanie. I just don't.
You wear the beanies?
I don't have the head shape for it. It makes me look like I'm just. I look like Kenny Albert sounds is basically what I look like. How's it going? Like, that's how I look. I just don't. It's not good for me.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, I don't think
you wouldn't wear a beanie on the air.
No, you know what I need to get
on the air.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm cold enough
in the studio,
if I'm cold enough, I'll wear a beanie.
Stop it!
I did it.
Evil bald Colin will always walk around here with a beanie on his bald head. He doesn't even pull it down below his ears, though.
No, but they have
just like sits up there.
They have beanies. I forget what they're called. That are made to just sit above your ears to just keep your head warm, but they don't close your ears off so you don't trap all the heat in.
They look ridiculous.
They look great.
Those kind of hats look ridiculous.
Go tell a longshoreman that those look ridiculous. You can get a fistful of knuckle. What? That
fistful of nuts?
Timmy, if I
almost had it.
Mouthful of chiclets?
Almost landed it.
Tim,
almost,
if I shaved my head, will you do it with me?
Like, we're talking a one guard or a full shave? Like, finish it off with the big stick.
He's close.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, but yours will come back. Mine's probably won't.
I don't know. Mine, I'm afraid that if I shaved my head,
you think it would come back?
If it wouldn't grow back the way that it actually is right now.
Timmy, you've got a full,
I like my hair.
Thick head of hair.
I like my hair. It's part of me.
Yeah, it's great.
Shave it off.
You've
Why
got
would
a great.
I do that,
Timmy. I want you to go the other way. I want you to do full on.
Too.
I want you to go Ryder Strong into the NHL playoffs with a full head of hair where you just get like Boy Meets World Ryder Strong, right? He would have the big thick hair. And then I want you to get past that and go
see what it does.
That NHL flow, just sticking out of the bottom of your helmet, almost like a big Canadian mullet. That's what I want.
Do you remember what my length was? I mean,
I do. I have it memorized, Timmy. I remember your length.
I know about that. But back to the hair.
I know
back
very
to the
much
hair.
about that. Yeah.
Do you remember when the pandemic? When we were in the middle of the. I had long hair. I did this once.
You did. Yes.
It was as long as it had ever been. Late in 2020, and then I kind of went back to medium length.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Which makes sense because medium length.
That's fine. That's good.
Not particularly long.
Is that the longest your hair has ever been?
Yeah, that was.
So even in college, you still had like this look?
It was shorter even than it is now. It was probably closer to Buzz.
You come off as a mullet type of guy.
No, I don't.
He's the opposite of what people are who have mullets. I just want him to have one just to see what it would look like. You can do it.
Did you used to have a mullet?
No.
Never.
No,
Why did you say that about me?
You look like a guy that had hair.
Seem like a guy that would have a mullet.
I don't know.
What about me?
Utah
says hillbilly.
Yeah,
and,
Utah.
Oh, man, I'm gonna get myself
Utah
a mullet. Ding dong.
Utah's big mullet country. By the way, are you going to be a fan of the Mammoth? Is that what they called the new hockey team?
Utah Mammoth, right?
Stupid name.
Like the Willie Mammoth.
It's fine. Woolly. And the Willie.
Wiley Coyote. the Willie.
No, I wanted them to call it Utahky. Just all Utah and hockey put it together. It's Utahky. That should have been their name.
No.
Instead, they went with the Mammoth, which is the logo's fine. It's got like the mammoth head with a mountain in it.
Utah.
What was that?
Hawk, Utah.
Hawk, Utah.
Instead of Hawk Tua.
Oh, yeah. Capitalize on that trend.
Yes.
It's definitely got
she
staying
can drop
power.
the puck.
What's coming up on the Buckeye Show tonight?
Coming up tonight, it's me and DeVere for 2 full hours. We have a couple of highlights from past shows that DeVere and I have done on the Buckeye Show, so I look forward to that. We also have a plan to do something together, possibly here in the springtime or in the summertime, so we'll get into that. And there was a photo that was making the rounds with some Buckeye football players that I think DeVere is really going to appreciate, so we'll touch on that. We'll have a fun show. Nicole Sheeran will stop by at 6:30 as well, talk about what Will Howard and Jack Sawyer were saying on Big Ben's podcast.
I know. I saw that they were on there. I was so disappointed. I mean, I know why they are. They're Steelers now, but damn it, I hate that.
That really bothers you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm rooting for them once they leave Pittsburgh. I will be big fans of theirs.
Well, they're probably going to go on and have a successful career in Pittsburgh.
I hope they don't. Until they get out of Pittsburgh, then I'll be rooting for their success.
It really does, though, feel like the jerseys, the uniforms fit them, like in their personalities.
I know.
Their styles.
And I know.
Which I get that sucks, but...
Well, as a Browns fan, yes. If you're a Steelers fan and you're a Buckeye fan, you're thrilled. But if you're a Bengals, Browns fan who's a Ohio State fan, you're probably hating it.
So you didn't like Ryan Shazier when he was there?
I didn't root for him. I mean, I felt bad. Obviously, I felt bad when he got injured. I was very sad about that.
Oh, you weren't happy about that?
No, I'm saying, I mean, I have my limits of dislike for the Steelers, but no, I wasn't like, oh, Ryan Shazier, former Buckeye, my guy. I was like, because he played the Browns twice a year. What am I supposed to do? Be thrilled when he's making tackles and crushing our dreams?
You could be happy for him.
No. I don't have that capacity in my body.
See, I do for that, but like college Wolverines,
I found out you don't like Michigan State a whole lot either.
Yeah, I can't stand. A part of me hates them a little bit more than the Wolverines.
That's
just a part of me.
I cannot wait till Michigan State week. That's good.
Yeah, for real. Have you ever made friends with anybody in the NBA? Have you ever been very particularly close to any NBA players? Like Joey Lane. Joey Lane is childhood friends with Jalen Brunson. Something we would always talk about as he rose to fame. It used to piss Tyvis off a little bit because Brunson became way more famous in his sport than Tyvis was in his.
Timmy, why don't you ask me that question? Why'd you only ask Tyvis that question? That's a weird one to ask. Just Tyvis.
Why do you ask me that question?
I just was trying to make a point. I just wanted to know. Well, we haven't gotten there yet. You don't know any NBA players, do you?
I don't think so.
I was going to say, if one of your best friends wound up playing for the Indiana Pacers, I doubt that you'd be like, oh, great job hitting 10 threes in this game.
No, he was talking today how he was like, I enjoyed watching Tyrese Halliburton.
I'm about to say, I couldn't even hate Hallie for that. Like, that was a great shot.
Well, it's not that you would hate them. It's just about that you would want your team to win first and then still,
I would love to have more of this conversation. However, we have to get to the Buckeye Show, which I don't want to shortchange. We have to get the back page before that, so let's do it.
The back page. The back page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
That was because Rimmer's cash register was too hot, and I had to bring it down, and I forgot to pull it back up. That's my bad.
Soft music, off the loud music, back to the soft music.
The papal conclave is happening right now, if you are aware of they're trying to select the next pope. No word on how long that's going to take.
I like the word papal.
Yeah, papal's good. Papal's a good word. Here's what's interesting. An article on Politico says that according to some in Vatican City who are involved in the 133 high-ranking clerics who are assembled at the Sistine Chapel to select the next pope, some of them are apparently turning into a bit of cinema. They are tuning into Conclave, the movie which is not real, which is about a group of clergy selecting the next pope with Ray Fiennes in it. I forget who else is in it, but it's obviously
Stanley Tucci.
Tooch, of course.
We've talked about this 10 times. None of us have watched Conclave
Anyway,
yet. We keep saying we're going to watch it.
The papal conclave, the actual people said some of them have been watching it to refresh themselves on what's supposed to happen.
That's good.
That's amazing.
That is great.
A movie.
Timely.
That's what, Andrew Barry watched Draft Day for the same reasons right before the draft. It was very good.
I'm glad they're not watching Happy Gilmore
Clearly he
on
watched
what
that.
to do.
Yeah. All right, that's it for us. Buckeye Show is next. I'll be in with Timmy tomorrow. See you then. It's, what is it called? I don't even know anymore. Oh, yeah. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to hit a 20-minute delay due to an accident that's blocking 2 lanes on northbound 23 after Powell Road. And there's also slower traffic on westbound 670 between 71 and Neal Avenue. This report is sponsored by NJM Insurance. While some insurance companies use gimmicks to get your attention, NJM would rather focus on putting their policyholders first. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Visit NJM.com to learn more. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
For over 78 years, our family's been part of your love stories. At Diamond Seller, we offer bigger diamonds, better prices, and timeless designs for every chapter of your life. From your first yes to your forever I do, trust the jeweler who knows diamonds best. Visit Diamond Seller today.
It's time for the Great Haircut Sale at your local Great Clips salon. Your chance to get a great haircut at an even greater price, just $7.99. And money's not all you'll save at Great Clips. When you use online check-in, you can save time too. So download our app today and hurry in for the $7.99 Great Haircut Sale at Great Clips. It's gonna be great. For a limited time at participating salons.
The $7.99 Great Haircut Sale runs May 3rd through May 9th.
Visit our Columbus area salons.
Gotta do is put up.
Eric Church is back and bringing his unforgettable live show to Columbus. Eric Church Free the Machine Tour with special guest L. King. Nationwide Arena, Saturday, September 13th. Get tickets Friday, May 9th at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. His new album, Evangeline vs. the Machine, is out now. One epic night of music that you won't want to miss. Eric Church Free the Machine Tour. Live at Nationwide Arena, Saturday, September 13th. Get tickets Friday, May 9th. For more, visit ericchurch.com. Produced by Messina Touring Group.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. This month of May is a fantastic time to win at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Win a pair of tickets to the Memorial Tournament by visiting at Hollywood Columbus on social media and follow the steps for a chance to win. You've got a chance every Tuesday for second chance drawings. You can cash it on your losing wagers. 5 winners every Tuesday get $100 pen cash. Plus, all you can eat ribs Tuesdays and Thursdays in May, only at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook inside Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
If the HOA has your face on a wanted poster because of your hideous garage door, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. Sick of the long security lines and flight delays? Travel on your terms. Go RVing and get ready to save at RCD RV's Open House. From May 3rd through the 10th, take advantage of huge deals on new and pre-owned RVs. Our Delaware, Heath, and Pataska locations will feature exclusive sale pricing on all new and pre-owned travel trailers, fifth wheels, motorhomes with special financing rates available, plus discounts on camping accessories. Come by today. We'll have your road ready by Memorial Day. Find unbeatable savings, unforgettable fun, and everything you need to hit the road at RCDRV.com.
Hi there, I'm Ryan Reynolds, and like most actors, I have a list of things that I like to have on set. It's called a rider. It's just little things like wind chimes being blown by a easterly breeze, a 7-year-old calico cat to purr on my lap, and of course 2 freshly cracked eggs scrambled with crispy hash brown sausage crumble and creamy chipotle sauce from Tim Hortons. It smells amazing. Now where did I put that hand-carved wooden spoon? From my rider to Tim's menu, try my new scrambled eggs loaded breakfast box.
Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants.
Common Man here. I've told you about my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. I am back to remind you that if you're thinking about selling your home, it should not cost you 6% to do it. Their premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your home for 1% commission, not 6. That's it. I had to check it out for myself, see if it was legit. I met with the family-run business here in Central Ohio. They will give you everything you expect from any realtor for a whole lot less. This is full service, not discount. They literally do everything that a realtor who charges you 6% is going to do, and probably more. They can do it because they use today's technology, which has made the realtor's job easier, taking photos, signing documents on your phone. And instead of keeping their prices the same like everybody else does, they pass the savings on to you because they know you're going to be happy with the service. Tell a friend, they get more business. Oh, what a novel concept. If I knew about these guys 10 years ago, I would have saved a boatload of money. On average, customers save about 10 grand in commissions. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. Sellfor1%.com.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, you're the Carfax guy.
The Carfox from Carfax.
Wow.
And you, sir, work at Tire Discounters.
I sure do.
The Carfax top-rated service center.
Oh, right. You know, a lot of that's because of our services. But people think we're just about tires.
Maybe it's your name.
Yeah?
Tire Discounters. And your jingle.
Oh, you like it?
I think it needs something.
Yeah? Like what?
Hit it. Plus brakes, oil changes, shocks, and struts, and more. Now that